Hi everyone, so welcome to week 26 update with pregnancy number 2. I am 26 weeks and 4 days today and it's really bright outside, so the lighting is off again. I've had to close the curtain a little bit, so I'm probably looking a bit red. So yeah, this week hasn't been eventful again. The only difference is a few buys and just the same old symptoms again. So pregnancy buys, I've got this top and it's quite big on the sleeves. It's a size 18 because I wanted to have it big enough. I'm a 14 to 16, but I wanted it big enough to last me till the end of the pregnancy. But the sleeves are huge, can you see? But yeah, it's a grey top with swallow detailing on it, short sleeve. It's from New Look, and I got it off of eBay for like £3 something. And then I got another top as well, which is from eBay from Matalan, which was another £3 something, but that's just a plain black 3/4 length sleeve top. And yesterday I won a pair of maternity jeans for £4, so I'm still waiting for those to arrive. In terms of baby, I got this one sleep suit from Next. It's up to 1 month. It's from the shop Choice, and they stock Next clothing, but it's a little dinosaur sleep suit, so it's up to £10, up to 1 month, and it has the little built-in mittens, and this is just so adorable. It's so small, and this only was £2.50 brand new. And so that was a bargain, and they didn't have any other newborn sizes, so I'm going to go back again sometime soon and have a look. But that's all for buys. How I've been feeling this week, my back has been hurting, like, well, not hurting, but aching so much. It's always in the evenings, and I could be like on my feet all day, which you'd expect for your body to be aching a bit, or I could be doing nothing and still my back is like aching, and oh, it's just, I feel like I'm repeating myself all the time, like saying, oh, my back hurts, but it is. I've got one spot come up. Dry skin is just, it's getting better, but it's still just there around the eyes. But yeah, just the one spot come up there, which all of my spots are cleared up, and now that one's kind of come back. And what else? Some of you have mentioned that my hair is really long, and it was long before pregnancy, but since obviously becoming pregnant, it's gotten a lot thicker and a lot longer, and I just haven't had the confidence to go and get it cut, because I hate going to the hairdressers. I absolutely hate it, because they never cut it how you want it. I always go in with an image of how I want it done, and I never come out with it how I want it to. What else? Don't think there's anything else really. Yesterday I noticed that he was not as active as he usually is. He was still kicking and things, and it wasn't until very, very late at night that he actually got off his lazy bum and started moving. But we were doing quite a bit yesterday, so I imagine that's probably why. I don't think there's really there's much else, to be honest. I hit third trimester on Thursday, which is really scarily exciting. It's just flying by, this pregnancy. It's just absolutely flying by. This isn't really pregnancy related, but I've literally just got back from the doctors. I'm so exhausted. The appointment was meant to be at 11:10, and it is now 12:30, and I've been back for about 20 minutes. I had to put Freddie down for a nap because he just broke down in the doctors. They're always late, and it's him what I was going for. He's actually got impetigo on his lip, just underneath on his chin. He's never had it before, and there's none of us that have got it, and he just so happened to have his first day at preschool last Tuesday, which is a bit suspicious, but there was no children that I saw in his class that had any signs, but I mean, I guess the bacteria is there. So he can't go to preschool tomorrow, which is a bummer, because he really enjoys doing that, but I mean, what can you do? He's on antibiotics for that. It doesn't affect the pregnancy, it doesn't affect the baby, but we just have to be really vigilant about washing our hands and keeping everything clean and tidy. So, but yeah, what made me obviously discuss this or bring this up is that there was another lady with a baby, and she'd forgotten to bring milk for the baby, and obviously, of course, the baby starts crying and then it gets into an absolute fit. I just remember having days like that with Freddie, where he would we wasn't in a position to feed him right at that second, and obviously they want to be fed there and then, and if you don't, then they just get worse and worse and worse. And I could see that what made it worse as well was the waiting room is tiny and it was cramped, like really full. Freddie didn't want to sit in his pushchair. There are a lot of older people that didn't want the kids around, and everyone was like giving the look, and I just felt so bad for this poor mother. And then I was just thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be me when this baby arrives. I'm going to be struggling with Freddie being a handful and a screaming baby, and what am I going to do? I'm just going to want to cry in the corner on the floor. And I do go through moments like that, and I think the biggest transition is going from 1 to 2. I'm one of 7, and my mum said that the hardest transition was going from 1 to 2. Because once you have 2, like an extra one is sort of like, you know, just an extra one. But because you're so used to having just 1 and focusing your attention on 1, having to then spread your attention to that second child and fulfill the needs of the first, it's just quite overwhelming. And I openly have discussions with people, and I think it's good to, you know, make it aware that you are anxious and things like that about having a second child, and you are worried about how it's going to be. And I know you just get a grip and you just get on with it, but I am concerned about how it's going to be. Freddie's starting to become quite a handful. His behaviour is, you know, he's hit the terrible 2s, and it's just worrying, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure we'll have good days and bad days, as everyone does, and it's all just going to be a roller coaster. And you know, I'm blessed to have Freddie, and I'll be, you know, blessed to have this other child too, so I can't complain. But I do worry about that, and I just do think to myself, what have I got myself in for, especially as Matt works long days, and I'll be doing it on my own as well, so it's sort of like but anyway, that's pretty much it really. I don't have a midwife appointment until 29 weeks, so I haven't got anything to update about that, but 28 weeks, that's when I have my, well, 28 weeks and 1 day, that's when I have my gestational diabetes test and my consultant appointment. So we're getting close to that now, so yeah, I will show you my belly, and then that'll be it. Haven't had any food cravings. Really liking fruit at the moment, especially grapes, and like obviously, like I said before, raw carrots and stuff. So yeah, I will show you my belly. So yeah, this is the top as well. So yeah, this is from the side, from the front. from the side. So put this down. There we go. Yeah. So if you have anything to ask or comments or questions, then leave them below, and I will speak to you next week. Bye.